Hi.
You're still waiting in the first room in line. Officer, please do
Yeah. I'm doing visual verification, so I'm opting out of the machine, which is the thing I can do. Yeah, it's in the policies. I'm happy to talk to somebody if you want. I've done it many times before, but just visual verification like you used to do.
Why you don't want to do this?
What?
Why you don't want to do this?
Because I just want to opt out.
When you enrolled in Global Entry, did you have your picture taken?
Yes, but the point isn't for me to not have my photo taken since I'm on social media and all of that. It's just that I'm always wanting for my consent to be asked.
Sure.
Before a photo is taken or before facial recognition happens. So I want to be able to say no, which is in the policies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so when you did the interview, you did it. But even like right now, if he would have said, "Can I take your picture?" then would you still opt out?
Yes.
Okay.
I would have, yeah. Because I'm trying to just reduce the amount of times that I have to take my mask off and do it over and over again.
Have a great day.
Great, thank you.
Okay, let me explain what's happening in that video. I am going through Global Entry returning from an international trip to a domestic airport. If you have Global Entry, sometimes they try to capture your biometrics even more, but this also applies to if you don't have Global Entry. The Customs and Border Protection agent that I came up to had no idea what I was talking about, and he said, "No, you can't. You have to take your picture. You have to go and get your biometrics taken." And I said, "No," and that's where you can hear me saying, "I actually am able to talk to somebody if you want, and I've done this many times." So that agent number one, goes away, finds a superior agent number two. They're talking on the side, and I can tell that agent number two is teaching agent number one that this is something that can happen, that this is possible, that someone who's flying can opt out. And agent number one is so upset by now. Agent number two is saying, it's okay, don't worry, it's okay. So agent number one is very upset, comes back to his station, and that's when he asked me, take down your mask. Why do you want to do this? Because they're taught to ask travelers who opt out to ask why they're opting out. And I think it's because they're trying to gather as much information about why people opt out. Because we live in a depressive world, they're asking us why we want to opt out instead of what they should have done all along is asking people and surveying, why would you like to opt in, before completely implementing this technology all across the board. So sometimes the reason I give when they ask me why is I just want to opt out. And that's what I'm doing in this video. But then agent two comes in. And then agent two starts asking me a bunch of questions. And you can tell that agent two just doesn't understand why I'm opting out. But one thing I want to note is agent two says absolutely when I say that it is within my domain to opt out. She says absolutely. So you know that they know that you are able to opt out, that it is policy that you can opt out. And a lot of the times they just don't tell you, they lie, or they're not informed. So remember, just confirmation here, you can absolutely opt out. So then I proceed to give a mini workshop to the agents, because if they're gonna hold me there, then that's what I'm gonna use my time for. And they're so befuddled. They keep saying, well, it's faster if you just have your picture taken. It's faster, it's easier for you. And remember what I said about those words, faster and easier. Theft of your biometrics should not be the cost for faster and easier. Compared to that video clip I shared, sometimes they've given me a harder time and sometimes less so. I've noticed that CBP is doing a worse job than TSA in terms of being informed about opting out. But remember, you can opt out. Go to this website. If you ever have trouble, you can pull up the clause of opting out right there from CBP and TSA themselves. And as always consider your risks. If you are of any identity that white, cis, het, colonial, dominant, ableist culture doesn't want to exist, then you are at higher risk. If you find yourself at lower risk, then it's a great time for you to be a co-conspirator. And always consider your surroundings too. But when and if you can, opt out, opt out, opt out.